people, welcome back to another video on Thai Sports. Make sure you smash the like, make sure you subscribe. If you're new to the channel, thank you for supporting. I do a lot of content on all types of teams across the Premier League, and today we are talking about Mohamed Salah and Liverpool. Is it the change of the guard? Is it the wake-up call? Is it the reality check that Mo Salah perhaps needed? Is it maybe going to play a part in his future and what he decides to do moving forward with his career? Because look, I'm going to put my neck on the line. I said that this season would be his last. And look, people might come for me in the comments now and say, how can you say that? He signed a new deal, this and that. I just feel that as a player, Mo Salah has maxed out at his capacity of how good he can be. I think he's achieved wonderful things. I think he's a Premier League great, but he's not getting any better. And I think that he signed a 2-year deal so Liverpool can get some money back in the summer. I feel like he didn't want to leave on a free. He wanted to be like, right, Saudi are going to pay you some money in the summer. I'll move on, and that'll be the end of that. However, it's not the end right now. Salah wants to play football matches. Salah wants to start. Salah wants to score goals. He wants to help Liverpool win trophies this season. Yeah, it won't be the Premier League, but the Champions League is still there. The FA Cup is still going to be there. You know, and when you look at Liverpool and the win they got on the weekend, you're now thinking, well, Sunderland at home, midweek, coming off the back of a clean sheet, a 2-0 win, Cody Gakpo, Isak getting his first goal, Florian Wirtz back from injury. All of a sudden, after winning that game against West Ham, and when you look at it, it's a massive win for Liverpool. The form they've been in, losing 4 of their last 5 games, you know, back-to-back defeats at Anfield, conceding 3. This is not the Liverpool we're used to in recent years, and even under Arne Slot. So for them to go to West Ham, who are not the greatest team, however, it doesn't matter. When you're low on confidence, you need a win. You need 3 points. Liverpool got that. And Gakpo scored, got an assist. So he cemented himself on the left. You got Alexander Isak, who needed that goal. Huge for him. We all know how talented and how special Alexander Isak can be. For me, one of the most complete all-round strikers in the world. Despite his form this season, I really rate Alexander Isak. And now, that might be the catalyst for him to build confidence, to start again against Sunderland and maybe get another goal against an opposition that they should be beating at Anfield under the lights midweek off the back of the win against West Ham. Great finish, by the way. That was not a finish for someone who's not scored a Premier League goal this season. Let me tell you that. And then you got Florian Wirtz, who started instead of Mohamed Salah, giving that license to roam, playing on the right, but drifting, playing that little passing for Gakpo to square it for Isak. Being involved in the play and the build-up and just getting around the pitch, giving that sort of creativity, a bit of flair, ball protection. Because we know IQ-wise and technical-wise, Florian Wirtz is clear of Mohamed Salah. Salah has more of that running in behind, the ability to score goals and be efficient in front of goal with the numbers. But we all know that aesthetically, when we watch Salah, let's be real, he's not the most pleasing to watch. He's not the most exciting sort of player technically that you're thinking, okay, if he's not scoring or providing output, you're thinking, what is he doing? But kind of that, because he's not that type of player that has that guy or have that technical security and that ability to play between the lines and just look comfortable. You know, when players don't have to score, you can tell they're good footballers. Now, Florian Wirtz has had a poor start to his season at Liverpool. Big money buy. I told people personally, I think he's overrated. I think he's a good player, but him and Xavi Simons, I was like, I think they're overrated. But, you know, you got to give him time to adjust to the Premier League. However, Florian Wirtz has come back from injury, started against West Ham away. They've got the victory. He's played a part in the first goal. He's played a part in the team performance. My question is, should Salah come back into the starting 11? Should Mohamed Salah be coming back into the starting 11? I've got to be honest with you. The answer is no. My answer is no. Salah shouldn't be coming back into the starting 11. Why should he? Why should he? If you guys can give me an argument in the comments of why Salah should come back into the starting 11, then I'm all to hear. You know, I'll listen. I always respond to people in the comments. People know that are following the channel on the way to 5K. Make sure you like this video, that I interact with you guys. It's respectful here. It's just talking football. But if you kept a clean sheet after conceding 3 back-to-back at home, Salah played in both. You then go to West Ham. Gakpo gets a goal and assist. Isak gets his goal. Florian Wirtz looked a bit better, more impactful in the game. Yeah, it weren't amazing, but he looked better. Why should you change that front 3? I don't think you need to. And against Sunderland, where we've seen them get results against Chelsea away, Arsenal at home, we know they're going to be dogged. We know they're going to be tough. We know they're going to probably, you know, have machines in there working hard. Granit Xhaka and the other midfielder from Africa that they've got. He's done really well this season. You know that they're going to make it tough and gritty. You might need a bit of quality, a bit of guile to unlock the key. And Florian Wirtz can definitely provide that if Sunderland are sitting back in, you know, Liverpool trying to unlock that pass. You've got Alexander Isak, who's creative and can score. You've got Cody Gakpo, who's more nailed on that left-hand side right now. Then you've got McAllister and Gravenberch and whatnot. I don't think Salah's got any entitlement to be starting. The only way I could potentially see him starting is if one of the midfielders comes out of the team, because Joe Gomez started, who was solid. And you go Florian Wirtz in the 10 and Salah on the right. But do you want to go that attacking against Sunderland at home and then maybe get pinched on a counter-attack when your team have just found a bit of confidence, when your team have just won their first game in a while? These are the dilemmas Arne Slot's going to have now, because if he brings back Salah, puts Wirtz in the 10, and Liverpool don't quite win the game or it's going poor, people are going to say that decision's the reason why it's backfired. If you stick with the confidence of that team there that played for 90 minutes, Salah was not involved off the bench, 1-2-0, and you got confidence into the attackers and you keep the same team, the fans will be like, do you know what? You've been strong on your stance of dropping Salah. You've been then strong again by keeping the same team that won, and you're trusting the team that got that win against West Ham to say, right, okay, you've got me a bit out of a hole here. Now go on and do it again and build some momentum. I think the fans around the stadium will be like, yeah, do you know what, Arne Slot? You've made the right decision. They will get behind him a bit even more than what they did against West Ham when he saw that, he was dropped from the team. So I think Salah's got to work hard now. This might be a realization for Salah people that he's not entitled to just starting at Liverpool Football Club. He is getting older now. He potentially could leave next year. And he's not been performing in front of goal. This has been shocking for Salah's standards. He's normally so efficient in front of goal. But he's not been this season. The final third product's been poor. The work rate's not been great. The passing, the creativity has not been great. And I think sometimes as a manager, you need to make big, brave decisions to show the team that, look, no one's entitled here. No one's favourite. No one's guaranteed starts. And when he did that, look what happened for Liverpool on the weekend. A big win. It's got them now creeping up towards the top 4, top 5, which is where they definitely want to be as a minimum. And I think, again, making a statement against Sunderland at home, in front of the fans at Anfield and saying, Salah, you've got a whole bench again. I think it's the right thing to do. And look, I'm not trying to say kick out Salah and never start him again. No. But what I'm saying is show some cojones, back the team that's got you to win, and show Salah, look, you need to work hard. When you come off the bench, you need to deliver. You need to make a statement of why I should then start you. What you've done is what you've done. That's the past. This is now. And I think Liverpool as well, tactically, or should I say as a team visually, one thing I will say is that I think they've looked better without Salah on the eye. And look, I know it's only a couple of games that Salah's not played, but I've even seen Liverpool fans tweeting, when Salah's not been on the pitch, our best performances this season have been without him. So, they're even clocking it. And this is not like, just a wild take. This is something that when you look at Liverpool, maybe having Wirtz, Gakpo, Isak and stuff like that, and filling the midfield with Curtis Jones, Gravenberch and McAllister, it might just look a bit more fluid. It might look a bit more functional, a bit more natural. They can dominate the ball a bit more. They can retain it, sustain attacks. And Liverpool might need that because at the moment, their games have not been showing that controlling games like they did last season. It's been a bit helter-skelter, back and forth, spacing behind for teams to exploit. So I think on the eye, they've looked better without Salah. And I just think now, this might be the perfect time to keep Salah out. And let's see what Liverpool can do going into the Sunderland game, because they need to kick on again. They can't just beat West Ham away and then drop points at home to Sunderland. That would be a disaster. That would be like 1 step forward, 2 steps back, as they say. But for me, I don't think Salah needs to come back into this 11. And I think Arne Slot needs to be brave and stick with the same team that just got him the victory away at West Ham. Show confidence in them and let them go out there and perform again. And let's see what happens. But guys, let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree. I always want to interact with you guys. Big up for watching. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you on the other side. Bless up.